What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to another episode, and in today's episode I'm going to be talking through a USD CAD buy that in the current time of recording this, I'm still currently in this trade. I thought it'd be a nice change to go through a setup that hasn't actually fully played out yet, but pretty much 3/4 of the way played out, so I can talk you through what's going on, my ideology for obviously a final target, how I found this setup, obviously how I entered, and obviously the final target area and that sort of thing as well, so you can see exactly what I'm looking at for the remainder of this trade, how I found it, just basically all the ins and outs, but something a little bit different from a trade that hasn't fully already played out already. So yeah, let's hop straight into this. So as you can see, I was looking at a buy opportunity here on USD CAD. So how did I find this trade? The biggest driver point of this trade technically is I spotted a inverse head and shoulders pattern here, as you can see. So we have the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. For you guys that don't know about head and shoulders patterns, this inverse head and shoulders pattern indicates a potential bullish move in the market, which is obviously what I've identified here. Okay, so how would I find this setup in general? So I found the inverse head and shoulders pattern. I've used the right shoulder as an SL point. So if we were to break this right shoulder, I would have been completely out of the position. And obviously break of the neckline would be our buy area to buy into, right? So as you can see here, if we zoom in, it was an absolutely beautiful break and close of this level here. So at this point here, I am in the trade, as you guys can see here. This is the candle that I was in. We broke, closed the neckline here, which is the confirmation of the head and shoulders pattern. I was in on this position here, and as you can see, literally zero drawdown. I have my TP1 level here at 1.39728. So roughly from entry, around a 23 pip first TP. So at the 1.39728 levels, my trade is now completely running risk-free. I took half off of the table. Reason why I did that is, as you can see here, there is some big rejection points around this area. So we could easily have potentially gone something a little bit like this. The market come up, rejection, and then obviously come back down. So I wanted to make sure I secure myself, go risk-free at this point, and as you can see, we have actually came up and hit my TP2 level here of 1.40077. We hit that on this wick here, where I have taken a further quarter of the trade off the table, and now the rest of the trade is running completely risk-free. So only a quarter of the trade left running. And I'm aiming for these highs up here of the 1.40539 levels, where if we hit that final target, we're looking at around 103 pip TP. Of course, a little bit lower in terms of monetary value because I've taken quite a lot of the trade off the table already. I'm just looking to target these highs over here, as you can see, which act as a really, really big resistance point there. So as you can see, this trade is still playing out. We just got some consolidation around this area, but of course I'm running completely risk-free. I've taken 3/4 off the table. Whatever this trade does now doesn't really bother me, because obviously I've taken 3/4 off the table. It's done the majority of my move. This is already a successful trade because we already hit TP1. Once we hit TP1, it's already a successful trade because the target's been hit, and now the trade's running risk-free. So we can just let this run. So obviously what we could see from here is we're testing this point quite a lot. We could see the rejection again and then get that final push up to the targets here. Or we might even see it, you know, retrace back down to these levels of this rejection point and then go up, or we could just see it come all the way back down and the rest of the position take me out break even at the bottom here. Whatever it does, it doesn't matter because we're running completely risk-free. This is a completely risk-free trade now. We've taken 3/4 of the trade off the table, so we have put money in our pockets, which is obviously fantastic, and then obviously this trade can run to that final target, which of course, if you guys keep up on my Instagram, you'll see if this trade played out to final target or not, which is obviously fantastic there. So yeah, overall, this trade played out to a T. We got a really, really lovely push off that break and close there, as you can see. Literally hit TP1 within the hour, and then literally TP2 within the next hour as well. So 2 hours in, we had already banked and taken 3/4 of the trade off the table for around 57 pips, which is great. Which the stop loss there is 18.6 pips stop loss, and we already banked literally 56 pips within the 2 hours. So really nice risk to reward ratio trade here. 5.72, we can hit these highs. Of course, monetary value a little bit lower than if we obviously held the trade fully all the way. Obviously, always good to pay yourself, especially when you have these big levels like this, where we could obviously get a rejection off and everything like that as well. So really, really nice, smooth, plain sailing trade. And you guys will have to keep up with Instagram to see if this trade hits final target or not. But either way, we're taking 3/4 of the trade off the table. Now, this is all the technicals going into this, but let's hop over to the amazing Market AI platform, which gives all of my fundamentals in one place. If you're a trader and you're serious about trading and you do not have Market AI yet, it's absolutely going to transform you as a trader. Absolute non-negotiable, okay? As you can see, look, I've literally just loaded this up. We're on USD CAD, and look, it's supporting all of our biases of what's going on, as you can see. It's taking into account all of the fundamentals going into, obviously, this pair, what's going on around the world that's affecting this pair. As you can see, higher time frames bullish. Intraday, slightly bullish. So, of course, we want the market to go up, right? And this is pointing all of our fundamentals in the direction that we want. An extra amazing confirmation, as of course, fundamentals drive the market, right? Even down here, it's breaking it down for us, as you can see. We are bullish because recent hawkish comments from the multiple Fed officials, including Kansas City Fed President Jeff Schmidt, all the Fed presidents here, as you can see. Expectations that the Fed will maintain higher rates for longer, supporting the dollar. Of course, you want the dollar to go up over the Canadian dollar, right? Yield spreads bullish, as you can see, gives an explanation there. A little bit bearish because of commodity prices, and then the technical bias is bullish. So overall, if we add 35, obviously that 25%, 60%, 75% of this trade, we are bullish in terms of the fundamentals that is going on with the world. And look at that, I literally just had to click on this, and all of my fundamentals are here right in front of me, all the high impact news coming out and everything as well. So big ups to Market AI as always. And you guys can use code Dan10 and you can get some money off this platform. So make sure you use that. But yeah, all of our fundamentals lining up, as you can see. Our technicals 100% on point. Now all we need to do is wait and see how the rest of this trade plays out and everything like that. Of course, if you guys are going around in circles, if you are struggling with a strategy and you want a strategy that fits around your personal lifestyle, whether you want to be a scalper, day trader, swing trader, the strategy that I have put together works whatever you want to do. Analysis literally only takes me 1 hour a day. I'm on the charts 1 hour per day, and you can get on with obviously the rest of your day, whether you have a busy lifestyle, everything like that. It's not an excuse anymore. You can get a strategy that fits around your personal lifestyle, and I'm 100% confident I can help you with that. All you need to do, if you want to get that strategy under your belt, you're sick of going around in circles, you're sick of not having a direct way to get an edge over these markets, then click around in somewhere in the description. That will give you all the info that you need, or feel free to reach out to me over on Instagram, or even leave a comment down on this video and I will guide you in the right direction to make sure that we get this lifelong money-making skill under your belt around your personal lifestyle and specifically for you. But other than that, guys, keep up to date with the Instagram. That's also link to that is in the description. And yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys on the next trade breakdown. Trade safe out there, keep that risk management. I'll see you guys in the next trade breakdown. Peace.